Well, hi everyone. It's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I'm totally pumped because I'm heading to Melbourne, where I'm speaking to a dear friend. She's a superstar. I mean, let's be honest, she's the queen of all queens. She's the mother of all queens. She is Tash York. Tash York, how are you,
Hello, I'm wonderful. What an introduction. Can I bring you with me everywhere to just like
darling?
speak my loveliness? I would
I'm
love
your
that.
PR machine, honey. I'm your PR machine. And I've known you long enough. I've got so much dirt on you. I've got more dirt on you than I've got dirt in my plants here.
Well, as long as that fabulous bushes are going to come out of me as a result of all that dirt, then I'm happy for it to be spread around, doll.
I love some people's careers are built on rumors and gossip.
Shh,
That's
not
enough
us,
about
never.
that's enough about me though. Hey Tash, you are coming back to your second home. I'm going to call it Adelaide is your second home, whether you like it or
Yeah.
not. We love you here. We are family here. Um, and you are coming back to Adelaide in June, actually the end of May, for the Adelaide Cabaret Fringe Festival, which runs from the 23rd of May to the 2nd of June, I think it is, give or take. I might be wrong, but
Yeah,
it's about that. You are coming back with Chaos Cabaret. Are you
I
excited?
am. I'm so excited. We had such a great run in Adelaide Fringe, and we thought we'd bring it back just for one night only to come and support the wonderful Adelaide Cabaret Fringe Festival because it's such an important festival. And this show, Chaos Cabaret, is all about platforming different artists from all different varieties of, genres and levels of career and whatnot. And so I thought, what better way than to bring that show into this amazing festival and bring it all together and also get to hang out my second favorite place.
Yeah. One night only. I feel like you were describing most of my relationships.
Well, I can put it on again for you just so you don't feel sad if you like.
Hey, obviously, I mean, you are a cabaret genius. You know, you're a burlesque star. You're a comedian. You're an incredible singer. You've got so many strings to your bow, and that's why, the very first time I saw you, which was holy moly, it might have been a good 10 years ago now, showing our
Yep.
age. Uh, but you're just so engaging on stage. The moment you step on stage, the way that you're self-deprecating and your comedy is just fun and instantly attractive. I love seeing a Tash York production. Definitely. Who else is in
Thanks.
the show? Who else is in it?
So we have the amazing Thermodynamics, who is an awesome like drag, like artsy kind of performer that's from Adelaide, and they're just like always like their ideas and everything that they do normally are chaos and off the wall. So I love always including someone that's chaotic in Chaos Cabaret because I feel like it gives me a run at my own my own games. Like I don't get to be the most chaotic person; I get to like interact. And then we've got the amazing Diana Devine, who's
Oh,
a local as well,
yep,
which we love.
yep.
Incredible burlesque performer, incredible singer, incredible producer, incredible, disability advocate. They're just such a wonderful person in the community. So anytime I get a chance to work with them, I always jump at the chance. And then we've got the wonderful Leather Lungs coming in. So Leather's also coming in for the weekend for Cab Fringe, and I've managed to convince him to come and join me on stage because anytime the two of us have a microphone together, it's a little bit chaotic. And I thought, why not get my uh, slightly bent sister on stage with me and cause a bit of a ruckus on stage?
You've called it chaos for a reason, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah, Leatherlungs. Wow, what a voice! What a voice! What a beautiful soul as well. A really good
yeah,
performer. Incredible.
amazing.
Yep, truly. Hey, well, that sounds like a super duper fun time. It's obviously the 24th of May at Arthur Art Bar in Curry Street, in the city for the Adelaide Cabaret Fringe Festival, which, I mean, they've put out some news just recently that it may well be the last year of the festival, sadly, maybe. So
Maybe.
everyone, you need to really get out and support these shows. You know, get onto the Adelaide Cabaret Fringe Festival website. Check out some shows. Get along. They're really super duper affordable. Get out and see some of these shows. It's been great. We did a competition for your show just
Yeah,
one
thank
last
you.
night, Monday night. I know the winner is super duper keen to get along. Another one we did a comp for was Frankly.
Oh, we love
Um, and
Frankly.
in fact, I'm interviewing her after you, so looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is the really, really good acts. Hey, let's go deep, all right?
All
Um,
right, I'm ready.
what's the best thing that anyone ever has said to you in a review? I said
In a
about
review.
in a review.
Oh,
Best compliment
um,
you had.
I think when I got named like the Grand Dame of Drag and Cabaret by blah, 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 blah. I was about to say Rod, which is the reviewer's name, but the article was from Glam Adelaide. There we go. That was the first time of me being I guess revered or acknowledged as both drag and cabaret, which is something that's really important to me, that they're seen side by side these days. I think for a long time, everyone obviously, and I have been cabaret and cabaret only, but now the drag plays such a huge part of it, and a huge part of in the work I'm trying to create and the communities that I'm trying to engage with. And so I think it was just a really, that for me was really lovely, of like someone seeing it as an equal part of both drag and cabaret, and that they can coexist, and it's not one or the other. Or sometimes I put my drag hat on and sometimes I put my cabaret hat on, that the way that I exist is both of them together. And being a bisexual, I love playing both sides at once, so
I am all of these personalities, baby. Um, your makeup, when you do your drag face, your makeup is exceptional. The attention to detail in that face is extraordinary. And I'll put some of the photos up over this video as well, so everyone can see what I'm talking about, the people that may not know Tash York, the performer. But how long would it take you to do a big, decent face?
Probably 2 hours if I'm gonna do like a photo shoot or something like really like detailed. But on average, it's usually about just over an hour and 15. It depends. Like for something like Swamplesque, for example, like it's the same face I'm doing every single night, so I kind of get quicker and quicker and figure out like ways around it. But then there's other times where I'm like experimenting and want to play around and stuff, and then that always takes longer. And it also, the ADHD of it all. Sometimes I'll just be like, I'm going to really get into this glitter in the corner and just like stay there. And I'm like, oh, girl, you have 20 minutes to get ready. Quick, do the rest of it. So it depends how much they're paying me as to how much detail I'll put. No, I'm just kidding.
Our conversations. Oh, I had a friend with ADHD who got fired from Coles as the head pizza maker because she took too long placing the salami very carefully around the pizza. That would have been.
Hey, that would be me too. It's like, yeah, I love the like thrill of getting everything done in the smallest amount of time possible. But sometimes I just love to languish in the details. Like I love to just sit there and be like, what else can I do here? What's happening here? So some parts of my life are hectically detailed, and some parts of my life are like, oh, that's held together by gaffer tape. That's okay.
Darling, my life is held together with blue tack blob. And either.
Babe, I feel you. I
Hey,
feel you.
you're about to get ready, right? You got your brushes, you got your paint, you got everything happening. What album do you put on? What's your inspirational album to get a face happening?
You know what I love listening to is like old school 90s techno, and like old school 90, like the not quite techno, but like the poppy sort of techno, like Black Box. That Black Box album that's got like Fantasy and Right on
Right
Time
time.
and anybody, absolutely anybody else. Like that, like whole album, listen to it from start to finish. That is like the ultimate. Like if you're like, oh God, I'm not feeling my shine today, you pump that on, and just like her voice is so incredible, and all of those songs, iconic.
Maybe we should get Leatherlungs to do a couple of the Black Box songs. That could be cool. Let's give them a challenge, baby. Hey,
I'll
now,
put it on. I'll put it on Chaos Cabaret. Then he has to do it.
I like it. I like it. I am there. You know I'm coming.
Oh, thank God.
Now, you can't have the good without the bad, darling. You know what life's like. You can't have
Oh, I
sweet
do.
without sour. So we've done your best review. What's the worst thing anyone's ever said about you in a review, or to your face even?
Look, there's been a number of things, which that's part of the business, right? You'd know this being in the public eye as well, of that like people are always welcome to their opinion. They're wrong, but they're welcome to it. Probably one of my favorite ones was when I was first sort of starting to do drag, and there was a woman writing this review, and you could clearly tell like she just had a problem with the makeup and with the drag. And it was like everyone found it really funny, but I didn't. Everyone thought she had a good voice. I guess it's fine for cabaret in a dark and smoky room. It was like the whole audience was really liking this, but I couldn't get over her eye makeup, which was very distracting. And I know it's a silly thing, but took away from the entire performance. And I was just like, okay, like I mean, it's obviously not the worst thing, but at the same time, it just goes to show like how fickle audiences are, and that like, you know, they can like attach onto one thing that you say or one thing that you do, and they can just hate all of the good that you do, no matter how much, like, just because you've presented one thing in a way that they don't understand. And so I think that's that's definitely rough, but at the same time, you know, the good, as you said, is always met with the bad, and the bad is met with the good. And so you got to try and, you know, get the little scales out and put the good ones on one side and the bad ones on the other side. And most of the time the good outweighs the bad, so it's well, pretty much all the time, so you got to focus on those things.
Yeah, and never believe the hype. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real.
Exactly.
Somebody like, so I put all these interviews on YouTube. I got a scathing review of myself doing an interview just the other day. Actually, I got, because you know, you get your emails come in when you get an alert on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone said in one of the interviews, I won't name what interview it was now, but one of the interviews just I did last week, a person from America decided to comment underneath saying, I don't know how we're expected to concentrate on the interview with that silly, stupid hair of yours, Markus.
Oh,
well, thanks, darling. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Here's my silly, stupid hair if you'd like to comment on that as well. It's a braid with a, yeah, there we go. You try and figure it out yourself, actually. No, when they start coming for your looks, that's when you know they're baseless, you know, like that's always for me of just like, oh, you're scared of someone expressing themselves. Cool. That's your problem, and that's not my problem anymore. So good luck. Good luck.
Hey, now something in your show that you're absolutely famous for, anyone that's been to one of your shows, is you know, your instant songs that you create in the moment, spur of the moment, absolute genius. When did you realize you had that talent? So just to let everybody know what Tash, actually, no, you explain it.
All right. So basically, I improvise songs on the spot. So I take some prompts from the audience, usually like their name, their job, and their favorite food. And then I make up a song either with a band, if there's one there, or with a backing track. And I usually make up some information about this person based on the information they give me, and I make a little song about it. So this Chaos Cabaret show in particular was kind of born from that as well, because in that show, I make up songs and the performers have to perform to those songs as well. So that's an added layer of like the ridiculousness. But I found out that I could do it when I first moved to Melbourne. So I'm from Queensland originally, from Brisbane. And I moved down to Melbourne, and I was kind of a bit, you know, lost in my identity of like, oh, am I music theater? I don't really fit in there. And I'm not really like, you know, cover bandy enough. I didn't really know where to go. As you said, I got lots of strings to the bow, but I had too many strings and I didn't know which one I should pluck. So I got like a notification for an audition for an improvised musical theater troupe. And I went, okay, well, I'll just go along and improvise and, you know, have an audition. And I auditioned for it, and I got in. And so from that point, which is Impromptunes, who are amazing. They're an incredible company. Still it exists to this day, where 6 people jump on stage, you get a title, and then you make up a whole musical on the spot. So I'd done that in a group of people before. And so I figured there must be a way that I could just, you know, kind of use those skills, but do it in a solo way. And so then it kind of became my shtick when I was hosting, of like, you know, because when you're hosting, sometimes you got to fill time. You've got to, like, you know, do the changeover while a giant X pole is being brought onto the stage and a trapeze is being pulled away to the side. And, you know, you can tell jokes, or you can make up songs about people. So I just started doing that instead. And so now it's become my thing.
Do a quick one. Do you want to?
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. We can do it.
Quick on the spot. Okay. So we won't do me. Let's do one of my dearest friends, Nat. Her name is Nat.
Nat. Done. Nat.
And what's something you need to know?
Okay, what is Nat's favorite animal?
Her favorite animal would be, oh, that's a tricky one because she's not really oh no, let's go with the dog. Let's go with dog.
A dog, yeah, Nat dog. And I'm trying to do different things. Like, what would her favorite drink be?
Her favorite drink would absolutely be a white wine. White wine.
White wine. Love her already. Nat dog, white wine. And my last one is what does she do for a job?
She's marketing.
Marketing. We love marketing. Okay. All right. Great. So we're just gonna I'm just gonna put a beat down because I haven't got music of it. Yeah, but it might be delayed on the Zoom. That's the only thing.
It might be. Okay, we'll roll with it. Okay, no, you do the beat then. You do the beat.
I'll try and do it over here. It might be annoying though. I'll do this.
I love this.
So Nat dog. Can you hear that?
Yep.
So Nat dog, white wine, and marketing. Okay. I phoned this person, and how was that? She was the girl, and her name was Nat. And she said, "Hey, Tash, you really can sing." And I was like, "Hey, I need some marketing." So Nat and I thought that this would be fine. So we sat down for a little white wine, but then she drank the whole thing. She was a hog. And I said, "Hey, Nat, I'm not your dog."
See, and that's what we're talking about. She's an absolute masterclass of comedy, sing, voice, everything, putting things together spontaneously. I love it. That's why you're the queen of the queens, my darling.
Thank you, my love.
Before we go out, how do you describe Tash York on stage? Who is she?
I've been asked this a lot, and I've over the years it's kind of like melded into different things. But I think for me, the one that I've sort of settled on recently is that you know how when like a fairy comes to a kid's party and the kids are all like, whoa, this is amazing. And this fairy can do absolutely anything. And they're so magical and they're so ridiculous. And they get to wear all the glitter and have all the fun. I feel like I am the like kids party equivalent for adults of the fairy that comes to your birthday party. I just come in, I'm glittery, I'm fun. I try and make all your dreams come true. I try and make you laugh. I try and bring some magic to your life. And, we all get to drink way too much cordial, read wine at the end of the party. And I think that's my best way of describing who I am on stage.
You are always a ray of sunshine and just an absolute joy to be around. I cannot even wait for the show. Like I said, everyone, it's the Adelaide Cabaret Fringe Festival, and you'll be able to find Tash York's show, Chaos Cabaret, at the Arthur Art Bar in Curry Street in the city, the 24th of May. What's the time? Is it 7 o'clock, I believe?
7 o'clock. Yes, the very... I didn't even know. I was like, no, number 3, 7 o'clock. Yeah, the very responsible time of 7 o'clock.
So it means you can do afternoon. Darling. You're not an accountant. I can only see, baby.
Goodness.
Tash, what an absolute pleasure. I cannot wait to see you in just a week and a half's time. Actually, no, just in a couple of days.
This weekend.
Holy moly. Where did May go? Tash, you're a joy, and I cannot wait to catch up with you when you hit town. Bye, honey.
I'll see you soon, my love.
Bye. Bye.